Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a stock that is about to go crazy tomorrow and why you should keep it on your watch list. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped the stocks of interest in the comment section of last night's video, right after the intro. Alright, y'all, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also do not forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, alright? So let's get started right off the bat. So far we have the SPY, and I told y'all in my last video yesterday, I told y'all specifically that worst case scenario, we dip down a little bit before we bounce all the way up towards 45.25 by Tuesday or by Wednesday. That entire move pretty much happened in one day, right? I was not anticipating such an aggressive move to the upside, just taking out that price target so soon. But I guess it kind of made sense in order to push Facebook higher and in order to push the other tech stocks higher. So congrats to anybody who were able to make money on that. But right now, the way the market is looking, I think we're about to get into a very dreadful consolidation in this box for like the next 3 days. Like I think we might even dip all the way down to like 45.10 before we bounce intraday tomorrow, and we just chilling here for a long while, and then we move on higher. All right, that's my very honest opinion on the market. Now, the stock that all of you should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow, that stock is Tesla. All right, and the reason why I want to share Tesla with y'all, and again, for those of y'all who have been watching the channel, I told y'all about the trade that we took over here on Tesla, and I told y'all specifically that I was waiting for this thing to actually pop out and get out of this very boring consolidation, and it actually did today, again along with the very aggressive bullishness of the market. It pushed Tesla higher, and right now Tesla closed at exactly 730 and it's at 734 after hours. I think that it's gonna open up higher. I think that it's gonna open up at 740. We already took out these individuals right over here. Like these short sellers right there got taken out. Okay, so if you open higher, it's gonna cause a lot more fear in these people's hearts. It's gonna push the stock even higher towards $750, maybe even $760 all in one day. I'm not bearish on this breakout right here, and also the volume at the bottom is very good. So definitely keep Tesla on your watch list for tomorrow. All right, now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The very first one that we're going to be addressing, that stock is NEO. Somebody has been asking about NEO for a while, and regarding NEO, again, after this downtrend, it's still struggling. It's not moving with the overall market. Again, keep in mind that this is a Chinese company, all right, and Chinese companies are kind of struggling right now. And I think I updated on PDD, and I told y'all that I'm still waiting for this thing to get out of that flag. And the same type of flag formation is still on this chart as well. Again, all of these Chinese stocks, they tend to move together. There may be some outliers, but again, this one is not doing anything special. It's just chilling over here. I'm watching it. The only nice thing that I like about the chart is the daily. All right, there is some dip buyers that stepped in heavy to prevent it from going lower. All right, so we want to see a bit more consolidation, probably a move towards like 38.20, maybe 28.30, and then Wednesday, Thursday, a bullish move to the upside back towards $40. This, I don't think is going to last for too long. This consolidation, this is a good sign. So definitely keep this one on your watch list as well. Now, the next one that I want to address, I'm actually going to do a follow-up on Facebook. Again, since that one was the stock for yesterday, let me just show you guys the trade that I took. So first and foremost, I actually got into Facebook right over here. Right over here on the 25th at like 360 something, right? If we go onto the Robinhood account, again, 25th, all the way down here, I started buying 2 contracts at like 614. And then I added more on that same day. And then I added more. And then on the 27th, which was Friday, I started buying more. And the 27th was right over here. If you go onto the 5, right over here, right when I saw this thing forming, I decided to add more calls on there. As soon as it popped out, this was the location to buy more calls, and to buy more calls again at the close, which is right over here, right there. And then I started selling today. So the first set of contracts that I sold was these ones. I sold these ones at exactly 11 o'clock. I had a total of 8 contracts, and these were the first 3 that I sold for profit, and those ones were right over here. Let's move on forward. Right over here is where I started selling, and then I decided to let the other contracts chill. I had about 5 of them just to see what Facebook would do throughout the day, whether it was gonna keep going in this direction and then move on higher, or just go on higher on the same day. And it chose to go higher on the same day. The next spot that I decided to sell was right over here at 11 o'clock, which was right at 1 o'clock, which was right here. Sold 2 more. And then I sold the, and then I sold 2 out of 3 of the September 10 contracts at 225 when this thing started rolling over, right over here. Right there. This is where I started taking more off. So far right now, I have just 1 more contracts on Facebook. And tomorrow, again, if we see that worst case scenario in the market and the SPY pulls back to 45.05, then we might see Facebook go all the way down to like 377, maybe 378. And then consolidate for a few more days and waste people's time, right? Again, this is kind of a good opportunity to buy, like just some consolidation here before it moves on higher. So I'm not bearish on this one for too long. It's gonna slow down just a little bit, which is expected. That's why I always say pay yourself as the stock continues to climb, right? Always pay yourself as the stock continues to climb, because when it comes back, there's another buying opportunity right over here to make money on the way up again, because I don't think this is done yet. And I'm not bearish on the overall market. So that's my very honest opinion on that one. And that is the updates for Facebook. Now, the next stock that we're going to be talking about in this video, another update on the stock for the bears. Now, regarding the stock for the bears that I gave y'all yesterday, it's still bearish, right? Let me change this thing to the 1. That way y'all can see what I mean. It's still bearish. I was watching this one throughout the entire day. This right here is something that short sellers love to see. The rejection of the previous line of support or resistance. Again, y'all know what I mean. The rejection of that line, followed by the collapse. I think tomorrow there's probably gonna be not so good news regarding the company. And I think that it's going to open lower, and we're finally going to see the stock collapse all the way into the circle that I drew right here. I'm not bullish on MRNA, and the same can be said about BNTX, which is right over here. I'm not bullish on this one. As you can see, it's like super weak, slowly fading. And it's going to drop at some point. So if you're super bullish on these stocks, all I can say is be very careful. This actually reminds me of one thing. Now that I look at it, I just thought about it. You see that right there? There is 3 black rows on here, all right? This is the beginning of a waterfall, I think right over here, all right? And let me show you another example of this thing. Let's go to AMC. Y'all remember when I was super bearish on AMC, right? Once upon a time, I was bearish on AMC. I told y'all that I would not be super excited or super bullish at these levels. right? So this right here is what we're kind of seeing right now with BNTX. And I do expect that fourth day to be kind of nasty. So just watch out if you have calls on this one. I will remain bearish on these two vaccine stocks until I become bullish on them. All right. But again, since we're on AMC, I don't think this is done yet. I told y'all yesterday that I am bullish. I explained to y'all the warning for the short sellers to get out before they experience further damage. And there was some damage today, and I think the damage will continue for the next few days. All right, either we consolidate or we slowly move up towards the $50 mark, and we obliterate more short sellers right at these levels. All right. So that is my very honest opinion of the stocks. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you would like to be part of our private Discord community, you can find that as the very first link in the description of the video below. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after you sign up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video. All right, enjoy the outro.